Day 4, we're headed up the wash to the windmill. It's about 6 miles right up this wash. We'll go past all the trees and willows to where it kind of opens up again. And there's a watering hole there, a well, an old windmill. The windmill doesn't pump the water anymore. It's pumped off of solar power now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 horses today. Oh, we still got a pretty good crew. Rio and his Uncle Slade are having an ugliest horse competition. Rio's riding tough. Not pretty, but effective. Slade's riding... I can't remember the name of the spotted horse. What is it? Pepperoni. Yeah, that's Pepperoni. Other than that, we got mostly some pretty looking horses, but Tough and Pepperoni. Everybody's dragging except Ridgie. Ridgie's ready to go. Got new boots. Hope those things don't rub a sore on you, cowboy. Breakaway roper.
Yeah, boys. Someone has a fold of dead trees. Well, I want to see your hands. They're really smashed. They're doing better.
Does it look good?
Sure.
I can feel the tops of my ears cooking. How's it look?
Good.
A little bit. I mean, it'll stay on good. I think it would be a little more comfortable if it was like a tick bigger.
What do you have to say to your fans?
I might be repenting and changing my ways and go into a cowboy costume because I can feel the tops of my ears cooking. They're crusty.
Don't say that.
Blistered. Howdy, old partners.
We've been going for probably like about 45 minutes or an hour, something like that, and we're getting pretty close, so hopefully we start seeing some cows.
Freaking ginormous this thing is.
That thing got washed down from behind us.
Look how big that is. That is so big I might leave it right here.
That'd be a big one.
Oh man.
That thing looks
Let's
like
find
it got
something good to break it on.
I just found a monster shed. Show it off.
Huge. All of you hunter gurus can drool over this thing.
Okay, sometimes these cattle will try to pull up out of here and go up this hill. So we need people to go around to the left. We also need people to go up here on this hill. Come with me up on the hill. So there's the windmill, what's left of it. There's the tank. Solar panels pump water into the tank. Oh, it's 20 or 30 cows here. Riley's gonna go on foot. See, I didn't even have to yell at the child. I was about to yell at somebody to go on foot behind these that are kind of jammed up in this net wire corner. And before I could yell at somebody to go on foot, Riley's got his whip right over there. He'll come in behind those and put him up here with the rest of the bunch. That's worth a lot to have a helper that watches what needs to be done and does it before you have to start hollering and telling. See the goldfish from here. Can you see them in this video? All right, away we go. Get up ahead a little bit and make sure they don't turn up a couple of these washes. So that's it. We're about 6 miles from camp, and we didn't leave early in the cool because we had to load a semi-load of cattle, then work the calves for another semi-load. So it's already hot by the time we left. It's plenty hot now. We lucked out for a few days there, but luck's over. It's getting warm. Oh, that feels good. Whew. Oh, cold water. Woo, that feels good. Okay, get your head wet, get your horses a little sip of water, and then let's hustle before those cattle scatter on us. No time for being tourists. We gotta get moving, huh, Delia?
Yeah.
We can never have fun. How come we can never have fun? Who ruins all the fun? Ooh, it's nice and cold. All right. If you've already got your head wet and your horse had a drink, hustle up there and get with those cows. Reggie Bug needs to get his head wet. Get him wet. Woo. Ah. All right, now get back on your horse. We gotta go.
Your hat, Rich, your hat. His hat. Oh, he's still gonna throw it.
All right, that'll cool you off. All right, hustle up now. Let's get with those cows. Hurry, they're all gonna get away. All the cows are gonna get away. Hurry, get on, let's go. Hold those cattle to the right out in the wash. If they get to the left, they'll get away. Water's nice and cold, huh?
Oh yeah. It's the first water I've seen in a trough since we've been here. Oh man. Ah.
There's the goldfish. Can you see them? Uh-oh, my horse is leaving me. Whoa, B, wait for me. Whoa, big B. Oh, you lazy sucker. Walking slow all the way up here. Now he's gonna run away from me and leave me walking. Not cool. Not cool, Big B. All right, let's go. Hooba! I'm old. Ow! Ha! Let's go.
Hold on to the right. Let me go right.
Start memorizing all the calves that go with all the cows. How'd you like that water, Reggie? That felt good, huh? Woo. All right, Porter's doing good. He's gonna get these. If they stay to the left, there's some washes or trails they can pull out to the left and get up in the desert where we don't want them. And farther up here, there's a bunch of cruddy trees on the left-hand side. So we need to hold these cattle right down the middle of this wash. It's gonna be sunny and hot, but better than getting in those darn trees. That's Izzy. Good job, Porter. Okay. Now a ways on up there on the left-hand side is a bunch of those nasty thick trees, kind of like that, but worse. When we get to that point, stay kind of up at the left-hand side with these front cows and never let them get in those trees. Let's just keep them right out in the blazing sun where they don't get in those trees. All right, give it to me. I'll put it in the trash bag. Do you eat it all? No? Here, let me see it.
What are you doing?
It's been just over an hour since we left the well up there. It is 12:41 in the afternoon. These cattle are going pretty good. We've got a few little bitty babies and they're getting hot. What we've done so far, which has been easy so far, is keep them right out in the open middle of this big wash. We haven't let them get off in any of the trees on the sides. But we're just now getting to about halfway in this wash where we hit a lot of trees. You can see right ahead right there, the trees start. And with these cattle getting tired, they're gonna be hunting that shade. Calves are gonna be wanting to stop and lay down. And that can cause a major disaster. We've got plenty of helpers. The helpers are kind of hot and tired and lazy acting too. But if we all kind of wake up and hustle when we get to those trees, what we need to do is try to keep them to the left-hand side. Over on that right-hand side, over there, it gets really thick and nasty and we're liable to lose cattle. So we're gonna try to wake our crew up, hustle, and keep them a little bit on the left. Try to get them through those trees without losing calves or cows and getting a big mix-up. What? Try to keep them from going down that right-hand side of the wash. There's plenty of us, so we get plenty behind pushing hard, but get 3 or 4 of us kind of surrounding this front end on both sides and keep them from stringing out too much and keep them from wandering over to that right-hand side where it gets really thick and nasty. Maybe we can get through there without losing stuff. Who knows, we may have helpers show up too if them guys got down there with that bunch, get them sorted, and come back up to rescue us. You can see what I mean about having to wake up my crew. They're starting to go down on me. Check out the one on the bay horse having a nap right there. Before we get to the bad thick trees, I'm gonna let my crew and the cows here have a little rest. Let those little babies pair up, find their mamas. Because when we get into those thick trees, everybody's gonna need to be working hard. My crew is dragging. This one's gonna go do some cliff climbing here. Okay, boys and girls, it's time to get moving. Let's go. It's not very pleasant because we're having to drive them in the blazing sun and on these river rocks, but getting people on each side and keeping them out of those trees and out of these really nasty ones over here is working good to not lose anything. We haven't lost anything so far. but it is kind of slow going on these rocks, and it's dang blazing hot out here. Those cows are hunting the shade. All these kids are hunting the shade. I'm making them stay out here in the sun where these cows can't get away from us. It's working, we just have a long ways to go. We're 5.5 hours into this, and it is plenty warm. I don't know if it's 100, but it's gotta be close. My crew's tired, but they're doing good. Like we've been talking about, we're keeping them over to this left-hand side of this wash, and we're in the trees. There's no way to stay out of the trees completely now, but over in this side, it's these big cottonwoods, and it's kind of open. They can't really get in thick stuff where you can't see them. Farther over there on the right-hand side, it gets thick and there's willows, and they really can hide over there. So this isn't too bad as long as we kind of keep them boxed in here. Ryler's on the other side from me. We're just kind of staying with these front cows and driving them the direction we need them to go to stay out of the thickest part of the trees. The crew behind keeps hustling, pushing them up so we don't get them strung out too far. We can see the whole bunch right now and nothing's going to get away. So it's going good. All right, we got those cows in. We still have to work the calves, but these guys wanted to come and cool off first, so everybody's swimming except for Rhett. Rhett, what are you doing? Are you fishing? Wow, you got all your fishing stuff there.
But no fish.
There's no fish coming yet?
No.
Why are they not coming?
Because they don't like that.
Oh. Ridge, go on that rope swing again. You're making the water all muddy. You're not gonna go on the rope swing again? How about that zip line? Want to go on it? No, why not?
I like.
Jump!
Oh, there's one. Oh, yeah. A big thanks to our neighbor down the creek here, Benton Iverson at Big Cottonwood Game Ranch, for letting us come swim in his pond. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to come hunt some pheasants. He's the place to go hunt and see the world's largest cottonwood tree. Grandpa's the one with the drone. We got him to bring it out here so we could get some video footage from the air so we could show it here on Anchor Brand Ranch. Right now we're just at camp kind of playing around and looking at how the drone works. He's going to get some film of those cattle coming down the wash though. By the way, for some of you who were curious how this old freezer worked as a cooler, that ice stayed in there for 7 days in that trailer. All right, this is the beginning of a new day, day 5, I think it is. Anyways, what we decided to do, I'll try to explain this. There's a bunch of cattle that were trapped back up at that well. This is a different group. Me and my brother were riding around on four-wheelers, and we're able to trap this group in the corral. That means we have to bring them back down the wash, a whole nother bunch of them. These boys decided to ride up last night and camp out right here so they could leave at daylight and get these cattle moving. So this is just a few of the big boys. We've got Spencer and Ram and Rio and Quaid and Porter. These guys camped out in their bedrolls right here. It's just sunrise, and they're going to head out. The rest of us are going to be coming up from camp and meet them part way to help them through those bad trees. That's the plan anyway. Let's see how it goes. That's Mama down there in the ZD truck and the camp trailer. She's got camp all packed up. She's backing in up here by the corral, waiting on us to get here with the cattle. When we get here and get them loaded on this truck, she's ready to pull out and head back to the ranch.